Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Pisces. So guys, keep in mind it is general. Take what you feel is for you, what resonates on a soul level, and disregard the rest. Just go about your day, my friends. Know as well that no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you, your Grassroots Evolution, and how you integrate this guidance today. So this is for April 2020. I apologize it's been so long and it's a little bit late, but all is in divine timing, and the messages come when they're meant to come. For all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please feel free and subscribe, join the journey with me, and let me encounter your energy more often if this resonates with you. So I'm going to take a moment just to call in Spirit, call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel, and to deliver messages that are only for the highest good of those of you watching. So I'm going to get right into it today. I'm going to start off with a message for the Nicoletus, oh, that was quick, Sasoli Tarot, as an overarching energy, and we get Tower and the Ace of Cups. So in this could be there's a change, right? There's a change in our heart space, a change in our love life, a change as well, I feel like, on how we view love, and as well as, if you see, I love this one because she's holding a whole bunch of little dolls of herself, a change in how we love ourselves. So the bottom of the deck they want me to show you is Judgment. I'm going to take it because in this particular one, this girl is trapped in this maze, or she feels trapped, but really, in this guy out here, he's holding this key, and the key has a heart on it. I feel like with this one, she can get out. It's not about him holding the key behind his back, or someone external to us holding the key to our hearts, holding the key to our love, and even holding the key to how we feel about ourselves. You've got two major arcanas right away. The universe is saying, I feel like it's time to make a change. It's time to really see the truth and to call judgment on ourselves, to say, you know what, I can get out of here. I don't need you to hold the heart or wave something around and make me feel like unless you love me, I'm unlovable. I love myself, damn it. Tell me more about this situation, please, Spirit. Thank you. With Judgment, you get Eight of Swords. And this is mental space. You know, I heard mental telepathy as well as cycles and cycles of the ways that we may have thought before. And this is really calling to see the truth here again in the way that we think, right? A lot of us are conditioned from childhood, from movies, you know, from the way that we see the world, that unless we have a partner, we're not experiencing love. And that's not true, right? That's a fallacy. And I feel like it's time to see the truth through this, to allow ourselves to really get out of these cycles and to bring change. I'm going to clarify the Tower, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, 2 8s. And I feel like this could be even a past situation. There's a past life issue here as well, that I feel like there could be karma kind of playing out in times, and even this past life could be our whole life, right? We're learning the lessons with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you as well, you may be a student and learning, but some of you as well may be time to teach, moving out of the fear of rejection. I also heard anxiety with this one because she's got her teddy bunny, cuddling it there, dressed up as a bunny in her ruby red slippers. And remember, rather than being afraid of everything, remember that you have the power. You have the power to look at your life differently, to learn the lessons differently. And what this means is that when we change our thinking, when we start to change the way we view, first off, love, we change ourselves as well. When we start putting the love for ourselves first, this is truth. She's wearing blue. I love that. I've never noticed that before. But she's wearing blue. She's being true to her and loving all versions of herself throughout time. So there may be times in our life where we can look at situations, and this is this Judgment card as well, and go, okay, in the past, this has happened, and in the past, I felt horrible about myself, or these experiences made me constantly rethink or constantly shaped my mind to think that love isn't there for me, that I shouldn't love myself because other people have put me down, or in times where we may have experienced, I heard, abusive relationships as well, and this can happen in many, many different ways, right? Where that kind of thinking, you may have also heard like a narcissistic kind of entity or individual in your life that has trained you to not see the best in yourself, and it's really time to look at that and see that that person had something with them, and to release the attachment. I feel like to really bring the change, to release this attachment of this person holding this heart key and say, you know what, you don't have that. You don't have the power anymore. I've learned my lessons. I've seen my own codependencies. And when we do that, when we see ourselves, when we see all of the things that happen in our life, and rather than putting ourselves down for having had those experiences, all they do is make you stronger. And maybe you're meant to teach someone else how to go through that. I'm feeling like it's making me cry here, guys. It's wanting to, let's see. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles. What lessons? Thank you. This Two of Wands. Making a decision. As well as this is looking at our shadow self, looking in the mirror. What decision is right for me? Not for anyone else. What's right for me? What brings me passion? And if you see here as well, they're sort of intertwined at the bottom. For some of you, I heard you may be dealing with a Gemini, even though it is a fire sign there, because it's that two become one in duality. So this card flipped out, the Ten of Wands, and then these cards. So I'm going to read the Ten of Wands first, and I'll read the ones that fell out to the bottom after, because this flipped in the deck. This is really ending a time that's been hard. It's ending times where you may have felt like you can't make a decision as well. Because when we're stuck in this mental anxiety or this mental loop, and we're not able really to see that in this world there's lessons and there's reasons why we've experienced things, and if we're not willing to make the change, we're not willing to see the truth, we get stuck in a loop of difficulty. Excuse me. I feel like this is saying, that's done. Make a choice to bring endings to the hardships. Now let's see what we got here. We got the Knave of Pentacles. So this is the Page of Pentacles. And if you look here, she is spreading her wings out and eyes closed. What's coming to her? Butterflies. This as well to me is like a dandelion. Okay, not to put my middle finger at you guys, but it's like a dandelion with little wishes that can come true. And this is also opening wide to I heard express your transformation as well, but to allow it to come, to allow yourself to bloom like a butterfly into this new space of self-love, into this new space of self-love, because these are the other cards that came. We got the three, sorry, it came like this. The Three of Swords. So, broken heart, right? This doesn't look very nice. This is kind of like when we choose to pin a butterfly, we find it and we stick the heart right through the heart, and we want to see it. There's a selfishness in this. And I feel like, let's look at this. We have the Death card in the reverse. I don't feel so much. There may be obstacles for you. I'll clarify this. I have the Death card. I'm going to flip it over like this because I feel like with the World card here as well, there's real endings and completions. And this, she's staring at the end of her, of her glass, at the end of her globe. And I feel like this is important because with the Tower, with Death, with Judgment, three? Is that just three? Yeah, there's three major arcanas. Four major arcanas that are really calling for change, for truth, for clarification, and for an ending to a situation that hasn't been good, that's been probably pretty difficult, and I feel like you're learning the lessons. So this Death card in reverse with these two is like, if we don't learn the lessons, if we don't stop the behavior, or if we don't bring endings and completions, that you're going to keep manifesting this feeling of being pinned to a wall by your heart and not being able to move. So I feel like truly it is going to have to be a conscious decision on your part, or if this isn't resonating for you, but there is an energy in your life that this is for, but it's going to take a conscious decision to release yourself out of these loops of time and to truly, rather than just focusing on the I'm hurt, my heart hurts, if we do that, if we don't allow the death, so to speak, or the endings, this is also Scorpio energy. If we don't allow that to come, we're just going to keep repeating this cycle. So I am going to ask, they want me to show you the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love it. 10 of Cups. With the Lover's card. And I thought Gemini, right? We have this, so that's the Knave, or the Page of Swords in the reverse. And you have the Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles here. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. And we also have the Seven of Cups here. I am feeling like a lot that with this 10 and this Lover's card, this is making a choice. Right? Making a decision. Making a decision in love. Again, like I felt it could be a Gemini in your life, but that is not necessarily true. It's making this decision to love yourself wholly. You see? It's like Kundalini rising, but she is embracing all of her. This is also twin energy. This is this duality, the sides of ourself, right? Choosing within our world to make decisions in love, to see our life as full, to see our hearts as full, and again, end the hardships and the places in your world or the cycles in your world that have just been super hard. It's up to us and how we change that. And this has to do, again, with this choices, the choices that we make. Because at the end of the day, the choices that we make, that's our free will. And we have a choice on how we feel or how we think about things. Yes, there are situations that will hurt us, that will break our heart, that will crush us. However, we're strong, we're resilient, and we can move past that by not focusing on all the areas that hurt, but instead manifesting new places where we're full and we're happy, and taking the time to engage in self-care. Do the things that you can control. Eat healthy food. Get out for some exercise. Have a bath. Go to bed at a time that makes you feel rested. Things that we do, that we would ask our children to do, that we would do to nurture ourselves, we need to do that first. That's some of the biggest lessons, is how to take care of ourselves rather than focusing on everything outside of us. Focusing on us, because that is going to bring you that true contentment, as well as I feel like it's the Gemini, that's duality within ourselves, right? Seeing how we can really change the idea of what we think is love, rather than looking at it as an opposing, looking at it as a whole entity, a completion of us. If that makes sense. So I'm going to bring a message from the Earth Magic Oracle here. Thank you. So we get grounding, the tree. Throughout all of this, some of the things that we can do to ground ourselves is spread your feet apart. Spread your toes apart, keep your shoes off so that you're more connected to the earth. And one of the exercises I like to do for grounding, a lot of people call it the pillar of light. Take 3 deep breaths in. And as you take each deep breath in, guys, call in light, white light down through your crown. Feel it move through your whole body, down through your feet, and feel that energy connect to you so that you're like this tree. You're grounded, connected to the earth. You're moving, you're swaying, you're still connected up in the heavens. You're still connected in your crown chakra, but this universal energy, ask it to cleanse you. And as you release your breath, release anything negative or inauthentic. Ask Spirit as well to help you with this. Ask Spirit to help move the blocks. Ask Spirit to help bring completions to the hardships. Ask Spirit to help move the blocks away from your heart as well, or wherever you're feeling this energy when you pull this in, when you pull this light down, or when you're having your breath space. Even if you don't call in white light, just take a few minutes if you're feeling anxiety, or if you're feeling unsettled, if you're feeling difficulty, if there's with this death card as well, if in times of hardship, in times of like when we're in the thick of the broken heart, if we're feeling overwhelmed, to again breathe, connect with your breath space. Some of you as well, get out with the trees, but always remember this idea of I feel like as within, so without, right? how I view and love myself is how I'm going to allow others to treat me. And how I treat myself as well and how I treat others, they go hand in hand, because when we feel unworthy in our heart, we expect others to treat us like that. The bottom of the deck is stone people and vigilance. And I feel like this is also, no matter the weather, no matter, the way the waves may beat against you, no matter how much we go through, this is still staying strong. I heard rock steady, right? Rock steady in your truth, rock steady in you and your core of who you are. And under that was mountain. And I also have sanctuary. And the last card I want to show you from this is emergence. Sure, we're going to go through some times where we are going to have to learn our strength. And in a lot of cases, some of these lessons that have been happening, some of the past experiences that we've went through, what does that do? It shows you how freaking strong you are. It shows you that, yes, you've been through some shit, my friends, but you can come out on top. And that in your inner worlds, get right with you first. Tell the stories that you need to tell, right? Draw the cave drawings that you need to cave. Draw the drawings you need to draw, but learn the lessons that are for you, and don't forget within your cave to keep yourself warm, to light a fire, to focus on the things that bring you joy, because after, you will emerge with greatness and wholeness and truth. And she's fierce looking, this dragonfly. I heard Freya as well, goddess Freya. For some of you, that may be a really important to look up and just kind of, or even call her in. So last message I'm going to bring to you guys today is from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Yeah, actually, after I do this, they want me to grab the Freya card, so I'll do that for you. Spirit, what is one last message here before? This is the Sacred Rebels. Oh, frick, man. So much. So releasing allegiances. I'm going to put some of these back because there's so many. This flipped out upright though. Releasing allegiances. And again, the tower flew at me. Releasing, you see there's bugs all over her. Bugs that would be biting her. Releasing where you feel ties. Releasing energy drains as well, and energy suckers. And I feel like this is mainly focusing on you and focusing on your health is what I heard as well as with these gold. So they are honeybees here. When we start to release where we feel we have owed other people and we start focusing on ourselves, we can really start to nourish ourselves. This gold is important as well. I feel like it's Christ consciousness. And the other one that flew out here, I love it, with the little red wagon. Have faith in the process. Have faith in yourself and have faith in your own inner strength. And the top of the deck here was seeing the true you, not the you someone else has projected onto you. So I'm going to grab that Freya card. Just a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. So here's the Freya card that I was hearing. It is phases and cycles, and she is so in tune with the moon, so in tune with her feminine power, so in tune with spirit, and with this crow or raven behind her as well, able to really understand her multidimensionality, right? Understand the connectedness to spirit. And you guys are very connected to spirit. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. Illusions, I feel like, as well as to what's not really you, right? Illusions to the shadow aspect, illusions that stop you from loving yourself. That's time to go, right? It is time to be released. So the message I'm going to read to you here. A phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it is important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens, and you may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Where's that? So many cards out here. You can learn the lessons, right? Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. That's this tower, right? Welcoming the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends. That's releasing allegiances, right? Tying up the loose ends. And take heart. This is an exciting time. And it truly is. It's a very exciting time. because we're going to make a choice to love ourselves fully and wholeheartedly, and to become the versions of ourselves that we're always meant to be, but it requires our strength to make the change. Love you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.